said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Clemson Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will have the first crack at it in this one. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
And they're not on the same page there.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
We'll send the tight end in motion. On the move, it's Lacey. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. Easy. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw. It's St. Clair. Makes the grab. It's Brown. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. The Noles in the hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Tight end now in motion. Going to sling it on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Lacey. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards, added up for a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
From the gun to give, looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
And the Seminoles will have it
such a weapon in this offense because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Caught in the backfield. It's Lacy. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more.
Breaks into the open. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And the extra point is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Clemson's offense will go to work for the first time. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways. And Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box. They can take it outside. They can both catch the football as well. So, no doubt, the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll move the tight end. Going to the running game. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making him run to guys, and get him on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Sets up the screen. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Touchdown, no! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to the tailback. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
A quick completion to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Catch in the middle, it's Brown. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
The short hands, it's Lacey. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period will be a second down. Offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Nice catch there. I'll tell you, the Seminole passing attack has come a long way over the years. When I was playing against them back in the day, they were in the I formation every single play. Maybe it was play action. Maybe it was a shot play at the perimeter of the field. Now, they've got guys running all different kinds of routes, playing at different tempos, lining the ball over the field. This dude is a guy you just have to know where he is every single snap.
Back to pass on second down. Plucks it out of the air. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Seminoles want to move quickly. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Gives it on the option. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Seminoles kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. trying to pound it in. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll wedge it in there on the quarterback sneak. Sneak gets it done. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well. Offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. They're trailing by just 4 to Indiana. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the ground with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room.
It was a really nice play there. The thing I like about this guy, too, his versatility. He's not just good running the ball, but he can catch and he can block. And you think about all the greats they've had at the position in recent years. Versatility at the running back position, being an every down back. And that's exactly what this guy embodies.
Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll give it to him again. Makes it past the marker. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Clemson jumps to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Barnett. Got it in the middle, it's Hardy.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him tote the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Toss sweep to the right. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the 1st down and wants more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Oh, they're after him. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag.
Intentional grounding offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Andrews. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McCoy. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. He's got it. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Seminoles didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. They're working that left side. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wants to throw on third. Touchdown, Florida State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And the extra point gives them a 28-3 lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. They'll start this drive with a pass. He'll pull it down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense not showing press coverage. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Here's the pressure. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals.
And the Noles will boot it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab inside the 30. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Fenley. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. When Bobby Bowden built this program, high-flying offenses, great quarterback play, innovation, and that's what they hope they'll see on display today.
Yeah, and it was
open field on the right. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The Noles come to the line in the hurry-up.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big throw there.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The offense in hurry-up mode. Off the play fake. Quarterback moving. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. And the Seminoles come to the line with a new set of downs. Tight end now in motion. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Quick strike complete. He's guided out of bounds at the 12-yard line. Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. The Seminoles really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UConn is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. These Huskies have picked themselves up before, and they're capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Syracuse. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates you'll see in here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The inside handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
With the catch, it's Moore. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Clemson will send the punt team out. He'll take it on the return. Makes a move. Touchdown Seminoles! Stealing a score on special teams. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Under fire. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give on the option. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets rid of it. It's complete on the right side. At the 35, he's loose. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And the Tigers are flying down the field. Looking for a crease, it's Hardy. Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Trying play action. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it. Got in the backfield, got the big play.
To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Barnett. Zings it complete to the right. He's stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Give him 6. Touchdown, Clemson. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. From the gun, running back gets to give.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Give to the running back. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move
the lead in the third quarter, and you want to keep it. You got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Got him downfield. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, no! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up for the PAT. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the third. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Legs to grab. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
You gotta love the defense that just is flying around and having fun. That's what these guys look like, right? All game long, everything has gone their way. And here we are early in the 4th quarter, and they are still bringing their A game, getting a sack on that last one.
Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Sellers. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
A lot of times when you go to the stat sheet after the game, defenses are going to look at explosive plays. Like, we're taught to be top down, stay deep, don't give up those big plays, make them earn it all the way down the field. Bad job giving up the big play in the passing game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's been that kind of day for this offense, right? It seems like anything they're dialing up just simply isn't working. But at this point, David, I don't know if it's even worth trying to run the ball.
Probably not. You're getting destroyed right now. Nothing has gone your way, and when you're down this much,
Touchdown, Tigers! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
The hands team on the receiving unit has got to do a better job. You have got to make sure you end up with the football.
He'll start this drive going to the air. Pressure coming. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
And we don't see this very much in college football anymore. Quarterbacks just taking care of their bodies and making smart decisions. Get down on the ground so you don't take one of these big hits from these nasty defensive players, and just give yourself a chance to make it through the rest of this game.
Fires to the tight end. Powers through. All down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sellers. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Oh, it's a reverse. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Tigers will hustle to the line.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Under fire. It's complete to the left. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. The Seminoles have it. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Cross the 30 to the 35, and that's a gain of 6.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Offense set on 1st down. Might be changing the route. Trying to seal the edge on the right. Running into the open space. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage.
Wide open spaces. He's at the touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Air Force is currently ahead in this one, but they may need to rev up an F-16 if they want to turn this into a blowout today. They're up by 11 over Navy. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The play-action fake. Here's a heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Quickly to the tight end. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. A 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. It's caught. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hit the quarterback, being disrupted. They've been all over the field.
On 4th down, going to the air. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Catch in the middle. It's Gibson. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. They're just about to put this W in the books, guys. Comes against a ranked opponent, a team that most of us expected them to beat, and they were able to come through.
Yeah, but you're going to get challenged early in the season. It's fun to play other ranked teams and kind of see what you have. And this team kind of proven, like, listen, they're worth the ranking. They're probably going to continue to climb up the charts, handling their business early in the season against a pretty dang good team.
And I think at the end of the year, when the committee's meeting together and they're deciding which teams are going to reach the playoff, this is a game they're going to point back to. Hey, we wanted to find out more about them against a good opponent. They won the game. They took care of business. This was impressive today.
Quickly complete. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock. They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Florida State.
And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher.